Hello and welcome back to Style by Kursi. In today's tutorial, I'll guide you through how to go about the cutting and sewing of this beautiful dress. This is a beautiful dress. It's a freehand cutting, no pattern needed, and it's also a beginners friendly and very easy to follow. So please stay with me so I can show you guys on how you can go about it from start to finish. If it's the first time coming across my video, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and let's get started. So guys, I've already folded my fabric into two. As you can see, what I want to do is to mark 3.5 inch for my neck width and also mark half of my shoulder measurement. Then I will add about 13 inch for the sleeve length plus folding allowance. Okay, so after I was done with that, what I want to do is to come down again by 1 inch. This will serve as my shoulder slope and I will connect it like so. You connect to make the neck width just like this in a slant manner. From that point, you are going to come down by 10 inch. That is how deep I want the armhole to be. Okay, so I will mark 10 inch and I'll extend the line. All right. After that, I'm also going to come down by 24 inch. This will serve as my hip line and I'll also extend the line. I'll also come down by 36 inch for my gown length plus 1 inch for folding will give me 37. I've gone ahead to mark and I will make a straight line across just like this. So after marking my straight line, I will cut out the excess I have. So you use your scissors. If you have any excess, you go ahead and cut it out just like you see me doing here. So guys, after cutting, this is what I have. The next thing I want to do now is to measure what I have at the shoulder line total, then I'll mark it at this bust line. The 10 inch will serve as my bust line. So after extending that line like so, I'll also come down by 3 inch. This will serve as my neck depth. Then I'll connect a round neckline from the neck width to the neck depth, just like this. Okay. After that, I'll place my tape again. Then I'll come down by 7 inch. After marking the 7 inch, I'll also come in by half an inch. Okay, from that neck depth I went in by half an inch and I had to connect like so. So on that bust line I will mark quarter of my hip measurement plus 4 inch for ease allowance. All right, you can add 5 inch. It depends how free you want your bubu to be. After marking, you measure what you have there in total, use it to make a straight line. Whatever you have at the bust area in total, mark it at the hip line. Also repeat the same thing at the hemline, then connect like so. All right. After that, I'll also connect my armhole curve just like this. Add a little armhole curve just like you see me doing here. Can you see? You just add a little curve like so. Then after doing that, you cut out the excess. All right. So after cutting the excess, I will have to fold another fabric to cut the back. So to cut the back, I place the front piece. I'll use it to cut the back. So I'll start by cutting from the hemline. The excess I have there, I will cut it out and also do the same thing at the side. Then I also cut out the shoulder slope together with the back piece. Then after cutting my round neckline for the front, I will also come down by 1.5 inch for the round for the neck depth of the back piece. Then I'll also go ahead and cut out. Okay, so after cutting guys, this is what I have here for the front. The next thing I want to do is to cut the facing for the front. Okay, so I have a little piece here. I will fold it into two, then I will place the folded part of the front piece. You place it like so, then I'll use my chalk to trace it out. The facing will not extend to the shoulder part because I only want it at that point. So I'll extend that area with about 1.5 inch. Then I'll connect the facing like so. After doing that, I'll cut it out. Remember the neckline of this dress has a little band, so that's why the facing did not get to the shoulder part. All right, so this is how I'll place my facing. You place your facing like so, right sides facing each other. Can you see what I have here? After doing that, you will have to pin it. Then after pinning, I will have to sew with half an inch. Maintain the v-neck shape. and also fold the hem of your facing. So I've gone ahead to sew the facing and also fold the hemline, as you can see, the hem part of the facing, sorry. So now I went ahead to iron the facing, then also place my hemming gum underneath. Then I will use my hot iron to press it, okay? So you can see how the front looks like after ironing the facing. So the next thing I'm doing here is that I folded the front piece like so. Then I'm just ironing it out because I want to get the point where I'll be attaching my pocket. So from the shoulder, I want to come down by 18 inch. Okay. From the shoulder, I'll come down by 18 inch. Then I'll mark it. That is where the pocket will start from. Do you get? Then I'll repeat the same thing at the other side. From the shoulder, I came down by 18 inch. That is where the pocket will start from. So the next thing is to mark the distance. So I marked 2.5 inch. That point where I marked 2.5 inch is where I'll be attaching the pocket, and the pocket length is 9 inch. All right. 2.5 inch is where I will attaching the pocket, and the pocket length would be 9 inch. I'll stop it at that point, as you can see. So after I was done with that, the next thing I want to do is that I'm trying to like check the wideness of the pocket. So the wideness I want for my pocket is, the width is 8.5, the length is 9.5, as you can see. So what I want to do next is to place the both piece together. You place the both pocket together like so, then I'll fold it. I want to notch 1 inch. I will use for the folding, okay? So I've already marked the 1 inch. I'll use my scissors to notch it. Then after notching, what I want to do next is to fold the 1 inch. All right. That will serve as the upper part of my pocket. Then I'll use my pressing iron to make a very good press like so. I'll also fold the both side of the pocket and iron it. And also lastly, I will fold the hem part of the pocket just this way, okay? So I repeat the same thing on the other side. After ironing the both pocket, next thing I want to do is to take the measurement I have there. So I would take the measurement round like so. What I have here is 23 inch. I'll use it to cut a long plain fabric. So you have to, whatever measurement you get from the both side and the bottom part of the pocket, you will cut times two of it. I have like times two of the 23 inch I got, and the width is 1.5 inch. The wideness is 1.5 inch, as you can see. And again, you should fold both edge and also one side of the pocket. So I've already done that and have also went ahead to, stitch to attach the plain fabric at this one. So I'll show you how I did it. So first you will have to fold in from the upper part of your plain fabric. You fold in about half inch or quarter of an inch, then go ahead and make a pleat. For me, I'm using doll face. You can use organza fabric to do that, and you can also have the width 2.5 2 inch. It depends on what you want, but let it not be too big. So I've gone ahead to sew all around. You place it at the top of your pocket, then you stitch all around like so. I've gone ahead to do that, and right now I'm placing the pocket. So the plain fabric, you place the plain fabric or whatever plain you are using for yours, you place it exactly at that line you marked, then go ahead and pin it, okay, so it doesn't shift when sewing. Then you place the other second pocket. You can see how I placed it. You place the other second pocket, go ahead and pin very well so it doesn't shift after when sewing. Then also go ahead and stitch on the same line like so, make a 12 stitch. So after stitching, guys, you can see what I have here for my pocket. The next thing I want to do now is to place the back piece right sides face each other like so. Then I'll use 1 inch to stitch the shoulder because we'll be attaching rope there. But before you stitch your shoulder, hem your sleeve. All right, hem your sleeve before you do that. So I've gone ahead to stitch the shoulder, and I'll use my iron to make a seam opening, like to press it, so I'll have a seam opening there. I'm here to fold my sleeve area, but I'm going to loosen it up a little bit, then fold my sleeve area first before stitching the shoulder. All right, So but I'm going to just iron first, then after ironing I will do that before making a top stitch, because I'm still going to fold the same line. You fold the, like you fold in quarter of an inch, then you go ahead and make a top stitch. So guys, I've already gone ahead to hem my sleeve, then stitch the shoulder and also fold in quarter of an inch and stitch so that we can have this rope at the sleeve of that picture. So now I have about 4 ropes there. I already sewed 4 ropes, so I'm going to use pressing pin to to pass it through. So this is like creating a rope channel, then passing the 2 ropes there to give me a ruched sleeve. You get? So I'm passing the second rope, as you can see, on the other channel, just like this. Then after doing that, I will bring out my safety pin, then make sure you use your pin to hold the both rope and stitch. Okay, so after stitching guys, you can see what I have there. The next thing I want to do is to turn the wrong side of my dress, then use one needle to stitch the both side and also hem the down part. So I've gone ahead to do that. I've stitched both sides, hem the down part, as you can see. The next thing is to take the measurement on the neckline. So from the edge of the neckline, you take your measurement to the other side of the edge. What I have is 15.5 inch. So I'll use the 15.5 inch to cut out a little piece. So I will mark 15.5 inch here, and the remaining excess I have there will serve as my stitching allowance. So this is what I have here, and the wideness is 2.5. I'll fold into two like so, then also fold again because I want to add a little curve at that edge. So this is optional. You can decide to leave yours straight, but for me, I wanted a little curve there. So I'll just go ahead and stitch with 1/2 inch. I've gone ahead to stitch and also ironed it outside right, as you can see. So the next you want to do is to attach this to the neckline. So to attach the little band on the neckline, what you want to do is to turn or start attaching from the wrong side of your dress. So from the wrong side of your neckline, go ahead and attach like so. Do not stitch together, okay? Just attach like so using 1/2 inch, because you are still going to use the other side to close it up and make a top stitch like you are attaching a collar. Okay, so this is the dress. I've also gone ahead to iron. As you can see, you can see how beautiful this look. If this video was helpful, kindly hit on the subscribe button and let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.